you really manifest the life you want? Well, yeah, you absolutely can. And I know that because I've done it and I've taught hundreds of people to do it too. And in this video, I'm going to give you the 3 main areas that I focused on to do just that. And it starts with asking this really important question that maybe you've never actually asked yourself before. What is it that you want? What is the life that you want? I did a workshop a little while ago for entrepreneurs and leaders in their field. And one of the first questions that I asked was, okay, so what is it that you want from life? And many, very many of those people told me that they had never been asked that before. And not only that, it's not just that they had never been asked it, but they had never asked themselves it either. There was one person there that told me that they had been fighting so long for equality to, break the glass ceiling that they couldn't even remember what they were breaking the ceiling for in the first place. Yeah, they were just following the blueprint that everybody had told them that they wanted, and never stopped to wonder whether it was actually the life that they wanted at all. So it can be challenging. Just that very first step of defining what it is that you want from life can be really challenging. So, if you find it challenging, give yourself a break, but allow yourself to just daydream, right? Because we create the life that we live in our minds, yeah? And we create the identity of who we are in those daydreamy states. Now, this is how you teach, for want of a better word, your DMN, your default mode network, who you are. Yeah? But if you don't know what you want, if you don't know who you want to be, then how can you create the life that you want? Yeah. So what is it? What is your dream? Oftentimes, the best way to manifest the life you want is to just focus on how you want to feel in your everyday. Yeah, when I used to be a stress coach, I just used to, as before I was a transformational happiness coach, I used to help people to overcome their stress, because I figured if they overcome their stress, then they get to live the life that they want. That's not actually the case. For a lot of people, once they overcame their stress, they were like, oh, thank goodness. And then they went back to doing all the stressful things that made them stressed in the first place. I don't want that for you, right? This is why I changed into a transformational happiness coach, because happiness is the baseline for everything. Yeah, it's the starting point and the finishing point, and everybody has a happiness set point. So when we can increase your happiness set point, when we can truly identify the life that you want and who you want to be as you're living that life, that's when everything properly changes. That's when you properly transform into a new version of you and get to live a new life. But that all starts with defining the life that you want. Yeah. And we are all shaped by the stories of society. Yeah. Like, I grew up believing that to be successful, I had to have the house, I had to have the husband, I had to have the 2.4 children and a dog, as it was back then. And what I've discovered now is, actually, having owned many houses, I don't actually like owning a house. I much prefer being in an apartment complex where everything is just taken care of. I really like that. Like, a light goes out, excellent, I just call downstairs and get it fixed. It's, there's no worrying about the gutters and the roof and the fence and all of that. But society tells you that you want to have a house. And that's why we've got a whole generation of people now growing up believing that they can't ever be successful, because the disparity between wages and house prices has just gone through the roof. The chances of Gen Z or Gen Alpha actually owning property is next to zilch for an awful lot of people, and they know it. Yeah. And that's to do with, late stage capitalism and all that jazz, which I'm not going to go into. So do you want the house? Do you want the car? Do you want the children? Do you really? Or is that just something that people have told you that you should want? Yeah. Just be honest. Be really honest with the way that you would like your life to be. Because maybe it isn't as cut and dry as, ticking off all the boxes. So once you've defined your life and how you want it to be, my betting is that you don't want it to be full of chaos and drama. Now, an awful lot of people live with constant chaos, live with constant drama, and they believe that that is natural for them. They believe that this is just the way life is and that's how it is, right? So if that's a belief of yours, you are never, ever, ever going to escape the chaos and drama. And that's fine. If you really like the chaos and drama, I used to thrive in chaos and drama. My life was a constant. I was constantly living in chaos and drama, right? And I didn't want things to be boring. If they got boring, then I would mess them all up again so they were chaotic. I was speaking with a business owner the other day. He owns a gaming company, and he was telling me that he knows that as soon as things get calm, as soon as things get comfortable, he blows his life up. One way or another, he either blows his business up or he blows his life up. And he was like, and I know that I do it, but I just can't stop doing it. And that's because we believe that that's what makes life interesting. And if that is what makes life interesting to you, then go at it, right? But for an awful lot of my clients, because they are fed up with the overworking, they are fed up with the chaos and the drama and the constant high stress, we need to find a different way of being. And that different way of being is to appreciate the tranquility of life, to make being calm a new measure of success. Yeah. Like, how different would life be if you didn't keep blowing it up every 5 minutes? Yeah. How different would life be if you just appreciated that everything is just working really well right now? How incredible is that? And instead of blowing it up so you had new things to fix and new things to, new things to prove your ability in, I see you. You can just lean into the fact that, wow, life is awesome. Life is awesome right now. And adopt this belief that as good as it is, it gets to get better. Yeah. You don't have to keep blowing things up to be able to rise again to where you are now. Yeah. Because that's what happens, right? We get to a certain stage and then it's like, okay, everything's just a bit calm, everything's a bit tranquil. I don't feel like I'm proving my worth right now. Because that's what's going on underneath for the majority of people. Unless we feel like we're proving our worth, then we're not feeling worthy. Yes? So we have to blow things up so we can prove how vital we are, how important we are, how clever we are, how, all the things, right? We have to keep proving that how good we are at fixing things, how good we are just, because if everything is working really well, then how are you proving how excellent you are? You can't prove how fantastic you are if you're not actually fixing stuff, right? So do you just want to keep building on your success, or do you want to destroy it all so you can prove that you can build it again? Yeah. Because that's the cycle that so many people, especially entrepreneurs, get into. They get a certain amount of success, get bored with it, blow it all up so they can get that same amount of success again. Personally, I want to just keep building on my success, right? So am I literally living the life of my dreams? Well, yes, I am. Are there still things that I still want? Absolutely, there are. But I also know that they're already mine. Yeah, I'm just like, I know that they will materialize. But inside, I know that they are already mine. They're already mine. Whether they come or not is almost immaterial, because I feel amazing. I live an incredible life, you know, because it's the inside feelings that really matter, yeah. But you don't ever get those inside feelings if you're living by somebody else's rules, if you're living by somebody else's measures of success or happiness or even peace, right? Because my sense of peace might not be the same as your sense of peace. You know, everybody's definitions are different. So when you can define things for yourself, that is when you will start living your very happiest life, the best life possible. And it's also when more success, more money, more opportunities, more relationships, that's when all of those things come into play. So you have to make a decision to move from chaos to calm. That's the decision I had to make. I had to make that decision that I wanted to live an easy life. I didn't want to keep fighting. I didn't want to keep proving that I was of value. Yeah, that's why we blow shit up. That's why we blow our lives up all the time, to prove that we can get back to being strong again. Yeah. And we do it subconsciously, don't get me wrong, for the majority of people at least. Too many people are stuck living a life that society told them to want. Yeah, so they get to the top of their careers, but they're miserable there. Or they get to build the company that they want to be building, but they keep blowing it up because they're not satisfied with it. They don't believe in themselves enough to keep growing it. Yeah? And that's all identity work. It really is. Like when you believe yourself to be somebody that doesn't need to blow up their lives in order to progress, you will stop blowing your life up. Now, if you're a 6 or 7 figure business owner, entrepreneur, professional of any kind, and you want to keep moving forwards with more success, more money, more happiness, more joy, more fulfillment, peace of mind, then the link to join me is in the description. So yeah, I'd love to chat with you. And the final piece of this puzzle is stepping into the version of you that gets to live the life that you've defined. Yeah. So who is it that gets to live that life? If your chosen life is calmer, who gets to live that calm life? What are their beliefs? What do they do? What actions do they take? Maybe as a calm person, you respond to situations instead of reacting to them. Yeah, you take 5 deep breaths before you respond to that text message. You put yourself in the shoes of the entrepreneur that you want to be, instead of the entrepreneur that blows everything up every 5 minutes. Yeah, you get to live as that person does. And that's not exactly difficult, but it takes conscious thought, it takes conscious effort in the beginning. Pretty soon your identity in your brain will match the identity that is the identity that you choose. But before you actually properly embody that person, and it's all real, and you're that person by default, then you have to make conscious effort to do that, right? You have to consciously think, oh, actually that thought belongs to the old version of me, not this version of me. Yeah, so you get to recognize, oh, the old version of me would definitely do that. Yeah, the old version of me would blow up their lives. But the new version of me, this new calm version of me, just wants to build upon my success instead of blowing it all up. Yeah. And you get to do that. You get to respond differently to things. So the way that I got to be here right now, living this like incredible life that I'm living, was I had to define this life. Yeah. I had to move from chaos into accepting calm. Yeah. Into being calm, into appreciating that I didn't have to keep blowing my life up. Yeah. And then I had to become a version of me that was calm, because you can't create a calm life if you are caught up in the chaos all the time. Yeah. So can you manifest the life that you want? Yeah, yes, you absolutely can. But in the beginning, it takes developing your awareness of the life that you're currently living. It takes awareness of the decisions that you're making. So you stop making subconscious decisions and start making conscious ones, right? It takes conscientious effort to keep pulling yourself back from the old version of you into the new version of you. Yeah. The new version of you that has defined the life that you want. So who is that? I would love to know. So yeah, let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions, let me know those too, and I promise to respond. Okay, you have another video there. I always get the wrong side. Maybe I need to change it. I don't know. So watch that one next. And in the meantime, just know that you're ready. And this is where it begins. I'll see you next time. Bye.